Say good morning, East Hampton Village Mayor Rick Lawler and Deputy Mayor Barbara Borsak. Nice to see you on a nice Tuesday of sunshine out there.
Beautiful day out there. Good to be here. Thanks again, Gary, for having us.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, same, Barbara. And, well, let's get an update. What's happening in the village?
Okay, so I'll give you the numbers like I always do. You know, the countywide, we're up to over 41,000, and that's still going up, but at a lot slower pace than it has been, which is a good sign. East Hampton Town is at 260, and the East Hampton Village is at 35, which is pretty much level. The town's going up slightly, but we've stayed about the same number for the last week. And of course, the big news now is the new testing site that's coming to East Hampton is going to start this Friday, and I think it's going to be huge for the people in the East End to be able to get tested and you know, whether or not they've had the virus or whether they do have it currently. So Deputy Mayor Barbara Borsak has some information on that, and we'll let her tell you about it.
All right, Barbara, good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Yeah, we're very excited about this new testing site that's going to take place by the Little League fields. It's 200 Panago Place in East Hampton. Most people know it as the driveway for the Healthcare Foundation or the town offices, but you go all the way to the end of the driveway, and it's on the right by the Little League fields. So it's going to happen starting this Friday, the 15th, and then it will be Wednesdays and Fridays. And you have to call. I have a phone number to call. It's 845-553-8038. That's 845-553-8038, and you have to call that number if you want to be tested, and they will make an appointment for you and ask you a series of questions and make sure that you qualify. So for all first responders, first line people, anybody who's in essential business, anybody who's had symptoms or you know, thinks that they've been exposed, they will be able to get tested. So that's starting this Friday at Panago Place, and we also want to remind people that the antibody testing is available at the lab in Amagansett. That lab is right across from the IGA in Amagansett. You don't need an appointment to go there, but you do need a script from your doctor. So you have to get a prescription first, but you can go get the antibody testing there, and it's just a walk-in lab. So you can go get that at any time. If you feel like you need that, talk to your own doctor about that. So we're excited about that. It's a great opportunity for the people on the East End to get tested, and it's the first that we've had that close. Of course, Southampton has Tuesday, Thursday, and so we'll have Wednesday, Friday. So there's 4 days now that people on the East End will have availability of testing.
All right, well, that's pretty good news, and I've been working on that for a while, right, Rick?
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you know, now we're going to be entering into a new phase starting after Friday, which the governor's called New York Forward. So we'll be looking into, I think soon, maybe being able to open up some businesses, not down here yet, but the governor's talking about 3 regions upstate New York, Finger Lakes, Mohawk Valley, and the southern tier will be able to start to open up. And of course, we can look at their experiences and maybe learn from them as they start to open. But you know, there are 7 metrics or 7 criteria by which a region is graded in order to be able to open up. And we've, thank goodness, have met 5 of those 7, and the other 2 look promising. I know you were talking about that with Jay Schneiderman earlier.
Right.
And just quickly to go over them, decline in hospitalizations over a 2-week period, we've met that. The decline in deaths, we haven't met that yet, but it is getting closer and closer. New hospitalizations is going down. We haven't met that number yet, but it is going down, so that's a very good sign. Total hospital bed capacity, they had to have 30% capacity available. I understand now that we're at 33%, so we've met that criteria. Same thing with ICU beds. Again, we have to have 30% capacity, and we're at 33% now. Diagnostic testing, we've met that criteria. And then the one remaining, which is I think we're about to meet, is the contact tracing capacity. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we don't have enough contact tracers yet. So we're getting that up to speed, and we're expected to meet that metric very shortly. So those are all good signs. And with that in mind, we've beginning to have discussions with our business community how we can safely open up again. And in fact, we have a meeting this morning with some business leaders to discuss exactly what we can do to help them open up and open up in a safe fashion. So that's all good things.
Yes, it is. And, hopefully we'll have some sort of summer happening again. And, Barbie, you want to give those numbers, that number
Sure.
again for the testing
phone number
site?
for the testing is 845-553-8038. And I thought it might also be worth mentioning that if you go to the town's website with the announcement about the testing site, there is a phone number or a contact place there if you're interested in helping with the contact tracing, which is vital. And there might be, we hope, some people out on the far east end where we are that would be willing to assist with that, because that's going to be vital in terms of us getting our numbers. So that's a good place to go and find out where to volunteer to be a contact tracer.
Okay, well, slowly but surely, we're doing the best we can with this,
Sure
Rick, right?
Yeah, and I just want to give Barbara all the credit in the world for having been very instrumental in starting this test site out here. She's on the board of Southampton Hospital, and through her contacts, she was able to get things started quickly and worked with East Hampton Supervisor 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗃, and so we're all very thankful for that, and I think the community should be aware of exactly how hard she worked to get this done.
Absolutely. So that's great. Good work there.
Thank you.
Well, anyhow, we hope that you have a good day today, and you'll be back with us on Thursday morning,
Absolutely.
and
Yes.
we keep moving ahead there, right, Rick?
Okay, yes, for sure.
Progress.
And,
Progress, that's right.
Progress is good.
Best we can. You enjoy the day. We'll see you then.
Thank you so much.